It's the Crazy Old Man Show. Well, I had to bring the crazy old man back because of what's going on in Ohio in November with issues number 1 and number 2. Now, issue 1 will basically, there's a draconian abortion law on the books now, and issue 1 will overturn that law and maybe, bring things back to normalcy. I'm not a politician, so I don't really know. All I know is that if issue 1 doesn't pass, the most draconian abortion bill in the country will be here. And of course, they're on TV lying. That's what they're doing, these people. They lie. And I can tell you exactly who it is later on, because there's two parts to this whole thing. They would have you believe that up until the last week of pregnancy, they can abort a baby. Like Frida the fetus here. She could be aborted at basically 8.3 fucking weeks or something like whatever. It's ridiculous. They don't abort fully formed fucking babies. They don't. This is more fucking lies, and it's even more perpetuated by the fact that the governor of fucking Ohio, Mike DeWine, who I call Mike the Swine, got involved and said, this is a horrible fucking thing, this and that and the other thing. Well, let's cut to the fucking chase. These right-to-lifers, as they call themselves, have no fucking interest in Frida the fetus here after she's born. They're only interested in the child until it's born. Then they could give a flying fuck what happens to it. It could be sold to the sex trade. It could be dumped on foster parents, or in Frida's case, tossed in a fucking dumpster to die. They don't care. They only care about the baby until it's born. Then they don't give a shit. And if you look at any of these right-to-lifers and you look them right in the eye and say, hey, well, if that bill passes, you're going to adopt one of the unwanted babies, they won't even make eye contact with you. These people are nothing more than busybodies. That's all they are. They basically live fucking horrible, miserable fucking lives, and their whole thrill in life is to impose their fucking twisted beliefs on the rest of us, which is fucking bullshit. Which also takes me to issue number 2, the legalization of marijuana. And these same groups are walking around holding up bags of M&Ms and all kinds of other mainstream candies saying that these marijuana-laced candies will be available to any fucking child who wants them. And, the ad is weed-free kids and weed-free, something. You don't give a fuck about the kids. And again, Mike DeWine got on the air and said something about, well, this isn't your grandparents' marijuana. Well, hate to tell you, but fentanyl isn't my grandparents' fucking idea of heroin either. But the point is, you don't want this for whatever fucking reason, and you're using the children again as an excuse, where you put a bill into law where there's no more concealed carry permits. So any asshole in this fucking state can walk around with a gun. Now, since you've done this, how many children have been killed by fucking firearms left laying around by irresponsible adults? A shitload, that's who. Just look at the Cleveland News any fucking night of the week. Or what was the other thing you're saying? Something about, the state police don't seem to have an issue with this, but it seems like the local cops do, because something about driving impaired and shit like that. Well, it's kind of hard to get in an accident when you can't drive over 5 miles a fucking hour. I mean, this is complete bullshit. And like I say, this Mr. Peepers-looking governor has done more fucking harm to this state with his, concealed carry repeal, where, like I said, anybody can walk around with a gun. And another thing he did was he made fireworks legal all the time. So anybody who has post-traumatic stress disorder, their pets get upset or something like that, you got assholes showing off firecrackers all over the fucking place in Ohio. So yeah, vote yes on issue 1 and yes on issue 2, because you know something? It's the same religious fucking morons that are sticking their goddamn nose into everybody else's business because they don't have any fucking lives, like I said. And they don't want anybody to have any fun. And remember, Ohioans, these are the same motherfuckers who got rid of all your titty bars. And now you don't have any titty bars. So what do? Again, all these people care about, it's the right to life. It's the right to fucking impose their own twisted fucking views on the rest of us. And I say to these people, double fuck you. Vote yes on both issues and let's stop this fucking nonsense. And Mike DeWine, you're not half the governor John Kasich was, and you're not half the man he was. And he's the only guy who stood up to Trump. Remember how Trump dissed you when he showed up? All of a sudden, you tested positive for COVID? Trump doesn't like you either. So you know something? stick it in your ear, DeWine, and let people live their fucking lives the way they want it without you lording over them, because you're nothing but a wannabe fucking dictator, and I can't wait till the next election to get your fucking ass out of office.